Alright, so welcome to another section of this simultaneous equation, algebraic expression. We have to make D the subject in this relation. So let's look at how to solve this question. Now we have D F here, being squared here, and D plus F here. And we have squared here being equal to 3 kg all over M. Now what we can do now is to square both sides. So we square both sides to remove the square root. So we square both sides to remove the square root. So I square this side, D minus F here being, I have to square, then D plus F here. So if this is that, what I can do is to square here. Then I have 3 kg here all over M square here also. So realize what is happening. So we have D minus F and we have D plus F here being equal to, now squaring this side, we have 9 here, k squared g squared all over M squared. So this is what we have in squaring both sides. So we've gotten rid of the square root on this side. Therefore this becomes 3 squared, which is 9 k to the power squared, g to the power squared, 3 to the power 2, and m to the power 2. Now what we can do next is to now the question says we should find the value of d. So what we can do next is to cross multiply. So we are going to cross multiply. We have D plus F here being equal to 9k squared g squared all over M squared. We cross multiply. So in this case we cross multiply. So when we cross multiply, we have our D minus F here being D plus F 9k squared g squared all over M squared. We cross multiply in this situation, then we are having this multiplies the whole of that, this multiplies the whole of this. So we have M squared multiplying D plus F here, and we have 9k squared g squared multiplying D plus F also here. So let's multiply. So we have M squared, so dm squared minus f m squared, and we have 9dk squared g squared plus 9f k squared g squared. Now in this situation we are looking for the value of d, because we are supposed to make d the subject. Now we have d here, we also have d here. So now what we'll do is to group like terms. So we will group like terms from here. We have m squared d. This, since d is here, it comes to this side, it's positive, so it becomes negative 9dk squared g squared being equal to 9f k squared g squared. Then this side, it goes to the other side, so we have, it's negative, so it becomes positive fm squared. So since this is what we have in this situation, then therefore so what we can do next is to factorize d out. So we factorize d, since we have d here and we have d here, we can factorize d out here. Then we have m squared, then m k squared g squared here being equal to 9f k squared g squared plus f m squared. Now we divide here by m squared minus 9k squared g squared, divide here by that, m squared minus 9k squared g squared. So this caters for that. So when this caters for that, now I'm left with genie here being equal to 9f k squared g squared plus f m squared all over m squared here minus 9k squared g squared as my answer. So this is what we have for finding the value of that. So thank you very much, and thank you very much for joining the session. We'll meet for the other session.